Yo, Cancer, what's up? I'm Zach from Pink Flower Tarot, and I'm here to read your cards. Today, Cancer, we're going to be looking at your love life for the rest of March 2021. We're going to be seeing what's coming towards you, any wisdom, advice, guidance, or messages you may need from Spirit. Cancer, just remember these are general messages, so they may not resonate with you, but if it does, just take what serves you and leave the rest for someone else who may need the advice. Last thing I want to say real quick, Cancer, I also play in a band. I play guitar and sing in a band called Strawberry Cough. We just put out a brand new single and music video. It's called Scorpio Aries. It's definitely tarot inspired, astrology inspired. Really stoked on the song and the video. So if you're looking for new music, if you want some kind of tarot themed music as well, I would really appreciate it if you check out the video or the song. And I'll link that in the description box below. Okay, that's enough of that, Cancer. Let's jump into the reading. This is a 5-card spread. We're going to see the overall connection, the overall energy of your love connection, how you feel towards your person, how they feel towards you, the challenge, and the outcome for the rest of March 2021. This is for Cancer, please, Spirit. For Cancer's love life for the rest of March, please, Spirit, 2021. What does Cancer need to know, please, Spirit, for their love life? For the rest of March 2021, please, Spirit. Cancer need to know, please, Spirit, of their love life for the rest of March 2021, please, Spirit. Does Cancer need to know their love life, please, Spirit, for the rest of March 2021? And wisdom, advice, guidance, messages, please, Spirit. Does Cancer need to know their love life for the rest of March 2021? Ooh. Let's try that one again. Deck is like really slippery today. It's for Cancer's love life, please, Spirit. Okay, I felt good. Here's the overall energy of the connection. How does Cancer feel? How does the person feel? The challenge and the outcome, please, Spirit. Let's see one more time. It's for Cancer's love life, please, Spirit. Okay, it's for Cancer. It's for Cancer's love life. Cancer's love life. Okay. Cancer's love life. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, Cancer. So the first card in the reading is the overall energy of this love connection. So we have the 8 of Cups. This is water sign energy, so your own energy, Cancer. You don't see with your emotions or feelings. 8 of Cups is all about having to move on from a situation. You know, it's like, yes, you've worked hard to fill these 8 cups, but now they're all turned over, and it's time for you to kind of like move away from that as well. So, I don't know, I definitely get a strong sense for some of you Cancers is you definitely need, there's a sense of like moving on from this connection. I definitely kind of feel that. For a couple of you, honestly, a lot of you, I feel that. I think for some of you too, maybe moving on from something in this connection and kind of trying to start fresh, you know, from a fresh perspective. But for some of you, I definitely feel a sense of like needing to move on from something. So, I don't know. It's like some tricky energy surrounding you, I feel like, right now, Cancer, in your love life. So yeah, there's the overall energy between the two of you right now. It's like things don't feel necessarily very good right now, and I think you're really contemplating walking away from this connection. There's a sense of like wanting to move on from it. Even if you guys stay together, there's a sense of really wanting to move on from the bad things. How you feel towards your person with the 10 of Swords is air sign energy. You know, it's with your mind and the way you think. 10's the highest number you can be in the deck, so it's all about, you know, the 10 of Swords is about the worst kind of pain you can experience, the lowest point. And the beauty of this message, though, at least, is like you can only move up from here. So how you feel towards your person. So I think, in terms of that, them being the 10 of Swords, how you feel towards them is, I think there's definitely a lot of pain they have caused you. And I think maybe that's kind of why you feel like this sense of like wanting to move away. This is for the overall energy, is like a sense of wanting to move on from that. I think you see them as definitely someone who has caused a lot of pain for you. And for others too, maybe you just see them as someone who has a lot of pain that they're still dealing with and maybe that they're still hung up on. But again, I do feel for whatever reason that Cancer is like very much they're causing pain for you, which is interesting. How your person feels towards you, we have the Hermit. Major card, very powerful energy. Card of Virgo. It's Earth energy. So it's your career, your finances, your physical health. The Hermit is all about going inwards to do healing, going inwards to find the answers you need. You know, it really is much so about going within, kind of like look at your inner light. And that's how they see. That's how they feel towards you. So first off, it's the Hermit. It's a major card, so they have very, very strong feelings about you. They definitely like really care about you. They definitely, yeah. They either way, like there's no other way to put it. Like they have very, very strong feelings towards you. But I think they see you as someone who needs to heal. Part of it is like maybe they're kind of like, you just need to get over it at this point, you know, and maybe that's kind of like where you're like, well, I'm not ready, and that's this contemplation of moving away from that. But they definitely see you as someone who needs to do some kind of healing, needing to go inwards. And maybe they don't realize they're like the ones causing the pain or whatever, but they see you as someone who needs to heal. But either they have strong feelings about you, so I think maybe they know they kind of messed up and they just want you to get better. The challenge of this love connection for the rest of March with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, air sign energy again. Seven of Swords can represent having something stolen from you. It can be kind of like a sneaky energy, a cheater energy. But in terms of, sometimes when I read the Seven of Swords as well, it's very, very, very similar to the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is all about needing to walk away from something. It's like these 8 cups, like you have to leave all 8 cups behind. But with the Seven of Swords, it's also about walking away from something, but I always kind of read it as like taking some things with you as you leave. You know, taking the things you really need. And sometimes I know it can kind of be a little bit sneaky, but it's like taking what you need and then moving on. So that's the challenge here. I think there's definitely, for some of you Cancers, there's a sense of like really needing to move on. You know, move on from this person, or others just moving on from this pain. And I think it's the challenge here is like really taking what you need from that pain, like taking the things that are going to serve you and leaving the rest behind. And that's the sense here. The sense of like the challenge is moving on and like kind of like leaving the bad behind and taking the good with you. You know, even if you stay with this person, you know, you have to eventually move on and just like stop focusing on the negatives. And for others of you, it's just like, yeah, you just need to kind of get out of it. And now the outcome for the month of March for your love connection with the Page of Wands. It's fire sign energy. Pages are all about starting to put the work towards something. You know, you're not a knight yet. You're not a king or a queen. So you're just starting to put in the effort towards something. With it being wands and fire sign energy, it's things that you're passionate about, that really drive you forward. So as the outcome here, I definitely get a sense for some of you, like, either way, like, some healing needs to be done here. If you want to stay with this person, there has to be some kind of fresh new beginning. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be a fresh start, like a new, happier start. It's kind of funny, like, it's like moving away from this, kind of like the halo, and then moving towards something like a lot more happy. So for some of you, like, the outcome here is like, I think like really needing to move on. And if you want to stay with this person, like just moving on from this pain and just really trying to put an effort towards something new and exciting. For others of you, I get to see you like leaving this connection behind and starting fresh. It's kind of just rebuilding up yourself and kind of starting anew. And for others of you, I can also definitely see, especially with the page, like pages can also represent messages coming towards you. So Page of Wands, like you definitely have like another person kind of having an eye on you and kind of like wanting to make a move as well. And maybe it's like you kind of move away from this and it's like, that's kind of when they pop up. So I know there's a couple different messages here, but I don't know, for some of you, I definitely feel a sense of like wanting to stay. And like, that's, I think, how you'll accomplish that. And for others of you, just like needing to move on. And I think once you do, like better things are on the horizon. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands and then the Nine of Cups reversed. Judgment reversed. So there's a sense of like Nine of Wands, fire sign energy again. You know, Nine of Wands is all about feeling tired and like battered and bruised. You work so hard to collect these 9 wands, you're almost out of 10. There's a sense of like wanting to give up, but needing to push forward. And then the Nine of Cups reversed. You know, Nine of Cups is about being really emotionally satisfied, like feeling really smug and like feeling really good where you're at. And when it's reversed, it's very much so like, even though you have these 9 cups you worked hard for, it's like you're just not happy. So there's a sense of, yeah, it's like you like being exhausted. You've put in a lot of work towards this connection, especially being at an 8 as overall energy. Like you guys have definitely put in a lot of work here. So I think like you're kind of at a point where you're very exhausted and you're kind of like really unhappy and really unsatisfied. You put in so much effort and you're just like really not feeling it. So at this point, I think you just really need to make up your mind about what you want to do. You know, like Judgment, especially reversed, you know, it's about speaking your truth. You can have Judgment reversed, like Judgment being kind of expressed out to you. Like maybe your person is like being pretty hard on you and like really kind of like making you doubt your inner strength and that kind of thing. And I think like you just need to like make a major decision, especially the Lovers upright. You just need to make a major decision of what truly what you want and what you value. It's like, yeah, maybe this person is like not making you feel the best way. And it's just, now it's time to really decide, like, actually, you know what, this person doesn't make me feel good, and I just need to move away from it. So it's very interesting, Cancer. I just get a strong sense of needing to move on from whatever this is. Let's get some advice. Sorry, this is kind of a bummer. I'm not trying to be a bad reading. This is what the cards are saying. This is for Cancer. Either way, good things are on the horizon. Either way, you know, there's definitely a fresh start coming in for you. What's the love advice for Cancer, please, Spirit? Quickly before I pull a card here, so we have Cups. We have a bit of Earth energy, lots of Swords, and Wands. So yeah, you can definitely be dealing with pretty much any sign. You know, with Cups out here, like, it could be a Pisces. There's lots of Swords, so it could definitely be an Aquarius or a Gemini. Virgo is really strong out here, and a little bit of fire. So I don't know, it could be almost any sign you're dealing with, but air is really jumping forward. It's interesting. Okay, let's see the love advice for Cancer. So we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So for some of you, you know, like, there's a sense of need to move on. And if you just want to stay with your person, like, there's definitely something of, like, maybe it is worth waiting for. Maybe it's, like, worth sticking out this kind of pain. And, you know, with divine timing is working in your love life, you know, divine timing sometimes isn't comfortable. Like, maybe, like, things are bad and it's kind of pushing you out of this connection, but the timing is right for you to move on to something better. It's like you needing to kind of close some doors so some new ones will open. Bottom of the deck, we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So again, there is a sense of you needing to make a decision. So you really need to move on. You really kind of, the challenge is like kind of taking what you need and kind of running with it. So again, like, I think it's like you need to make a decision so you can allow kind of these new fresh starts to happen. Even if it's not with your person, like, I think making up your mind about what you want will allow I don't know, things to start moving again. That's the best way to put it. That's all I got, Cancer. I hope this reading was okay. Sorry if it wasn't. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.